Hey everyone, and thank you for clicking on this video in the first place. This is a short clip taken out of a full podcast episode that has been recently uploaded. If you want to see that full episode, I'm going to put it in a card in the top right of your screen right there, as there's a lot more talked about than just this short clip in the podcast episode. So I highly recommend you watch it. I highly recommend you subscribe so you never miss a full episode or clip if you prefer to watch the clips rather than the full hour to hour and a half long episodes. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. And again, thank you for clicking on it in the first place. Comparison can supercharge you or paralyze you. And these are kind of polar opposites, I guess. Comparison can supercharge. That's very positive. And it can paralyze you, which is, they're both very true. They're both very true. I've talked about this plenty with my friends, and this is where I really this is something that I have learned from the podcast, and I kind of knew it, but wasn't able to put it into words. Comparing myself to my friends who are maybe a step above me, it's very positive because it really pushes me to step up one. And I don't know, I've been doing these cold plunges every day, and I don't think I'd do them if my cousin wasn't doing them, if my uncle wasn't doing them. But they're texting me, hey, did you cold plunge today? Do you want a cold plunge? I don't know. It really pushes me to become a better person. Comparing myself to someone who's a million steps above me, say me comparing myself to Joe Rogan. I have a good positive viewpoint on it where I'm thinking, oh, maybe I can get to that level someday. And realistically, maybe I can't. Probably I can't, but who knows? So I have a good outlook on that. But I think most people, and I'm not saying that to talk myself up. I try to be humble as much as possible. But I have learned that from plenty of people. It's not something I realized myself. The way that I could turn that and make it a negative thing is saying, wow, Joe Rogan has 20 million people who listen to each podcast he releases. I have 30 or whatever. Even if I have thousands, that's way less than 20 million. I can just be like, wow, I'm never going to get to that situation, so I'm not even going to try. Like I said, if you can't get what you want, you must learn, you must teach yourself to want what you can get. And yeah, same thing in the gym. I think that's why a lot of people go to the gym and they stop going basically immediately, is because they see some of the dudes there and they're like, wow, I am never going to be able to bench 315. So I am not even going to start. I'm not I don't know, you're too scared of being judged by other people for not lifting a significant amount of weight. But in reality, they were at that situation in their life too. They've just been going for 3 years every day, and now they bench 315. And most people at the gym, they're not going to judge you. They're generally going to think, wow, you're a savage for being here. You're a savage for being here. At least that's how I think. I don't see anyone. Every time I see someone at the gym and I start to kind of judge them on my inside, because I'm not perfect, obviously. I do see people and I'm like, wow, he is weak. It sounds bad, but I catch myself and realize, okay, but that guy is probably thinking the same thing, and he's probably thinking, wow, I must look really weak to these guys. Not to me, because I am on the low end of the spectrum at Best Fitness. But those people who are first going, they're thinking the same thing. But I think they're more of a savage than I am for going, because they are aware of the judgment that they're going to get from other people. And generally that judgment is over-exaggerated and in their own minds, not necessarily in reality. So they think they're getting judged more than they realistically are. But the fact that they're still there at the gym is impressive. So I find myself, giving people a pass, and not just giving people a pass, but really thinking, wow, good job. Instead of thinking, wow, you're weak. It sounds bad, but I guess it's not that. I'm sure it's not very uncommon I'm just saying it out loud, so it sounds bad.